G'day guys and welcome back. We are reviewing the Cats and the Pies, and what a win by Geelong, 68 points. An absolute thrashing, an absolute masterclass. Come on Cats! Come on! I was so nervous going in this game. I thought, I tipped the Pies because just knowing their weapons and the way they play against us on numerous occasions, they seem to really nullify our ball movement, but it was anything but that tonight. It was sensational, and I'll probably get to summarise how I'm feeling a bit later on with it. But it was great to watch a final and just relax almost, sort of having it all under our terms for the first half and pretty much for the whole game, really. The Pies kicked a few late ones, all pretty much with the Cats sort of, putting the foot off the pedal a little bit, and the Pies sort of trying a little bit at the end just to get something on the scoreboard. They kept the Pies to one goal for probably 3.5 quarters, so that was quite exceptional. There's so many good talking points here. We started off like a house on fire. We kicked the first 3, I believe. Ellie kicked 1, then we answered, and just continued on with our dominance in the second term, kicking 5 goals. And people go in the third quarter. The Cats didn't play well in the third quarter, but they did exactly what they had to do, because any chance of the Pies winning was going to be in that third term, and they just parked the bus, got some kick marks going, and they just did all the things they needed to do to give the Pies absolutely no possible chance of winning from what seemingly is an impossible margin of 54 points. But I suppose the Cats put that on the board in the first half, so you never know what's possible. We've seen teams like Richmond do some pretty crazy stuff before. But it was all in the coalface, and it's funny what confidence does and what a week in footy does. I saw the Cats. Obviously, they had a deliberate function to move it forward. They had a few handballs where they just whacked it forward, and it was really good to see that we had that mindset and confidence to go forward. We were marking the ball really well, and we had really good field position. We were just so tough inside the contest, and ball movement was really positive. Our back six were as solid as ever. Even when the Pies were coming at times, Henderson just takes nice, easy marks, and it was all. It's funny, the back line is so reminiscent of how we're going. Like, if they're cool and composed, like we're good, and that all comes down to midfield pressure and just winning it. We were winning the clearances at will. And we were looking so dangerous and gave our forwards really, really good looks. And Pies defence under so much pressure. You could have 5 Alex Rances down there and you'd have no luck. So, it was so pleasing, so relieving. There's been 8 teams that have gone out in straight sets since the final system changed in 2000. And that's nearly one every 2 years when you look at it. So it does happen, but it was just beautiful to see Geelong flex their muscle and just win so many critical one-on-ones, and the ball movement and the way we delivered the ball and our goal kicking. This is such an under-talked thing, kicking a goal, and we kicked 13 goals, 3 from set shots, I believe. It was along those lines. So just amazing what happens when you kick straight and you kick the first one early as well. So we're on song early, and we just kept on going, and it was bliss. It was bliss watching on. It was very exciting, and some wonderful individual performances, which I'll get into soon. But that's sort of how the game all panned out. I've talked all about the Cats, but let's talk about the Pies. I mean, we didn't really let them play the way they wanted to play. We didn't let them get that dominance from the stoppage, and they got it forward a few times and had their chances there. But our defence just covered them, and they were really good. So. And the Pies they just had those moments, those shaky moments, holding the ball decisions and, dropping marks, critical times. I remember Cameron dropping one early, and it almost just sets the tone, and you have doubts immediately. So set it on the back foot, and we played really good footy at the Gabba. Gosh, I could talk all night, guys. Just have a look at this. Nearly doubled the Pies in disposals. We had all the ball and just crazy. Plus 88 kicks, 108 kicks, my bad, my math is a bit off. Plus 50 handballs, plus 16 inside 50s. Look at the disposal efficiency. look at the lack of pressure from the Pies. At 80% is crazy good. Inside 50, we're kicking nearly 1 out of every 2 goals, and Pies 1 out of every 3, which is quite stark. Pies obviously won the hitouts, but didn't do much with them. Cats won the clearances very well, 34-21, 12-9 out of the centre. Stoppages did nicely, plus 22 in contested. Look at this, nearly plus 150 in uncontested. Pies obviously would have turned it over more, and nearly took more than 100 marks in them. That's unbelievable. 17-5 marks inside 50, so that just shows the lack of pressure from the Pies and the good ball use and good ball movement from the Cats. Dominated in the air as well, the Cats. 15 goals to 5. We only kicked 5 on them last time, and they only just out-tackled us, so that's just a lack of work rate, unfortunately, for the Pies. So, yeah, super pleased, because I've just seen so many finals like this in the past. As a Cats fan, the world just swallows you up, and you feel like it's so far away from anything practical and logical. So it was just so pleasing to get the win and play well, and all of a sudden when you get a win like this, you go, well, anything's possible when you play like that. So let's go through my votes, and I'm going to give my 3 votes to Mr. Patrick Dangerfield. He kicked 4 goals, 19 disposals, 6 marks, 1 tackle, 3 clearances, and got a goal assist in there. He was superb down forward, and 4 goals straight. You know, sometimes that's, you know, a 1 goal 3 or a 2 goals 2, but he was deadly in front of goal. And what mainly picked it for me there was just the 2 bananas from the pocket, like high pressure, you know, 3 out of 10 kicks, and he just slotted both of them, and you just knew it was Geelong's night when he popped those through. So that was absolutely outstanding. Mitch Duncan gets the 2 votes to mine. He just coasted through this game. He got 30. He loves playing the Pies. 12 marks. Got a couple of tackles next to his name, and 3 goal assists. So he was just giving them off, and yeah, giving our forwards some really good opportunities with the way he was using the ball, and he just did not get any attention on him at all. It was crazy. I think Greenwood went to him for a moment, but that was about it. I'm going to give the 1 vote to Reece Stanley. He kicked a goal nice and early, and more so the work he did early in the game was really what stood out for me. He got the 15 disposals, 13 hit-outs, 5 marks, couple of tackles, 4 clearances. He was just a bull in the contest and in the ruck. He nullified Grundy's influence, and Grundy has had a bit of a down year, it has to be said. Stanley obviously had a little bit of a knock late on the knee. Came back out, which was pleasing. So if they don't come out, it's normal from Chris Scott's perspective, and probably most clubs, is not very promising. But the fact that he was out there again running and took a mark down the line was really good. And yeah, his work down the line was good. And yeah, loved the way he went about it. He was strong. He was tough early when it counted and when it mattered. And I've probably got to give votes to 20 other players, which means we must have played well, did something right. Stewart was very stiff not to get a vote, because he got 26, 14 marks, and he was absolutely resolute down back. Guthrie kicked a goal, 27. He worked his way into the game, and he took 7 marks as well, 5 clearances. Just a workhorse. He just gets so many handballs. Hawkins, 4 goals. It's crazy. He had, pretty sure, 6 shots on goal last week and kicks 0-5, and this week 4-1. It's amazing what a week does, and when the group's confident and when he's confident, nailing that one early, albeit he snapped it around the body, just lifted all the doubts he would have had. 9 marks, 2 goal assists. He was giving them off as well, so that was outstanding. Menegola was good. He got a goal next to his name, 23 disposals, 7 marks. Did pretty nicely. Henderson took 14 marks as well, 19 disposals, and his game was very solid. He had a few kicks he probably liked back, but yeah, he's very steady down back. Selwood kicked a goal with 18. He was heart and soul player once again, and very tough, playing with pretty much a dislocated finger or whatever he's going with there. Parfitt was handy. He got a couple of behinds next to his name, 7 disposals, 9 tackles. He's just a tackling machine and really good there. Dalehouse, I liked his game. He kicked a goal, 17 touches. He had to step up, and he did, and like a lot of Cats, he played a really good game. Gary Rowan probably got 13 disposals for the first time in his career. He did very well, Rowan. He deserved a goal there at the end, but he just sprayed it to the post. took 8 marks, and they were really good grabs. Like most of them, they were big plucky grabs. So that was awesome from him. Blitzarve, I really liked his game as well. He got 14, and look, the way he runs around the ground and his ruck work is pretty solid. So yeah, again, he's a really valuable player for us and continues to do the job. Sam Simpson, he was really good too. He certainly gave them a good run for their money and got involved, especially early when it was really hot. Henry was pretty solid tonight. Did the job really well. Down back, sort of run and dash as he does. Jed Buse, he got the 12, and gosh, plenty of kicks in there, but he was just taking the game on like no tomorrow. It was really good to see. Myers snapped a goal nice and early, 11 disposals next to his name, so a little bit quiet besides that goal, but worked his way into the game late. Tui kicked a goal also, which was, I believe, the first goal, and what an important one it was. He got 12 as well next to his name. Cole Jasny didn't kick it too well, but it didn't matter on a night like tonight. So he was fairly handy down back. O'Connor did his job nicely. There was a crazy left foot kick into the corridor when the Cats are up. I think 4 or 5 goals. I just couldn't believe it. He hit the target too. Duncan was onto it. Ablett nearly got a goal next to his name, but he was good early and probably almost rested late, but he got a couple of clearances next to his name. I reckon a few goals. Yeah, he got a couple of goals this early as well in the game, so he was valuable in terms of score involvements. Harry Taylor, he got a bit of the ball, and he just sort of kicks back, and he kept Mason Cox very quiet. As you can see there, 4 touches and not much there. So that's all, folks, for the players, and the Cats are into another prelim. We're going to have to get some Bruce McAvaney stats out here, but they've got the fixture outs already, so they're absolutely all over it. Well, I'll move to that in a moment, but the Cats have got the Lions coming up, and this one's going to be at the Gabba. The Cats have played good footy here, so let's have a look at the numbers. So 2013 prelim, then one after that would have been 2016 prelim, 2017, 2019, 2020, so that's 5 prelims in the last 7 years. It's not a bad effort, I must say. Going to be a very tough game, no doubt. Brisbane will go in as favourites, and that's fine. I can wear that and I understand that. Geelong obviously got the job done early in the year, but what I've found from results this year and past results in finals are almost irrelevant. So we saw Brisbane finally break the hoodoo of Richmond, and that was 2004 the last time that happened. So yeah, look, going to be very tough. And Brisbane at the Gabba got us by a point the last time I think we played there, which would have been there last year, 2019. I feel like we're a decent chance though. Probably more of a crack than playing a Richmond or a red hot Sydney and a red hot Adelaide. Sort of an Adelaide away, especially. I feel like. And Richmond at the G is always a tough assignment without Tom Hawkins and Mitch Duncan. Hopefully Stanley is fit and firing, because we'll definitely need him. But yeah, it's going to be a game. It's once again going to be won and lost in the midfield, and we'll have to be absolutely on our game and have to play our absolute best to be any chance of winning against the Lions. So I'll go in hopeful and optimistic that we're a decent chance, but fully understand Brisbane's home ground. They've got the week off. They're certainly within their rights to definitely be favourites and most likely win the game. But I'll be going in hopeful as ever, and it'd be great to make a grand final. I feel like the Cats deserve it. So they've been up at near the top of the mountain for a long time, and it would be good to get some reward for effort for being up there for so long. So I hope you enjoyed the game, guys, and I'll be rewatching that, no doubt about that. So once again, guys, appreciate you watching the review. Chuck in any comments on the game, and what do you reckon the Cats are going to do next week against the Lions? Hopefully get the job done, and fingers crossed we can, get the Lions done and dusted. But a lot to play out. It's going to be huge. It's going to be tough. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be emotional no matter what. So hopefully the Cats have lost, I think, 4 prelims in a row. So hopefully in a row, as in the sense of 2013, 2016, 2017, 2019. We lost 4. Let's not make it 5. Let's right all the wrongs and get the job done. So thanks again, guys, for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed the review. Give it a like, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified when a video pops out. And there's been plenty of Cats highlights I've uploaded as well, and reviews, and I'll do my tips as well very soon. So thanks again, guys. Have a great evening. I'll catch you on the next video.